All right, so this is chapter 6, number study guide. Again, your test is tomorrow, available all day from midnight tonight till midnight tomorrow. So available all day, 25 questions, multiple choice. It's a great assignment. Then starting tomorrow, you can stop by the school. You can pick up your study guide for the final, and that will be due next Wednesday at midnight. Of course, we're doing a Zoom conference over the study guide, so that will be due that night at midnight. And then your final will be on Thursday, all day Thursday. It'll be available for you. Okay, so jumping over here to number 6 study guide. So it says sketch the graph of each function, identify the domain and the range. You guys don't have to do intercepts, asymptotes, or end behavior, but what you may be asked to do on the test is to identify the domain and the range, all right? Which, if you remember, everything we did was pretty much the same. But what's something it may ask you, okay, on your test, something you need to know is the difference is when b is 1/2 and when b is greater than 1. When when this b raised to the x power, because that's kind of the format, b to the x power, when b is greater than, or excuse me, less than 1 but greater than 0, what is this graph doing? It's going what? It's going down, okay? And we know it approaches 0, but it never touches the x-axis. So our domain are all numbers, -infinity to infinity, and the range is from 0 to infinity, with 0 being included. Again, you're not going to graph it. Your key part is, you know, when that's less than 1, it's going to go down. It's a exponential decay. And when it's greater than 2, or excuse me, greater than 1, it's going to be what? It's going to be going up. Sorry about the squiggly line. The domain and range is the same. -infinity to infinity, and the range is from 0 to infinity, with 0 included. Oh no, I said I put a bracket. Sorry, 0 is not part of it because it never touches it. Sorry about that. So 0 is not included. So it would be a parenthesis there. Any questions on 1 or 2? You guys good? All right, jumping down here to number 3. So number 3, it says rewrite each equation in logarithmic form, okay? So remember log form, all right? So log of base 20 of 400 is equal to 2. Your base drops down here, base comes here, 400 comes here, and the exponent goes on the other side of the equation. And one way you can check yourself is just to use your calculator and to type this right here into it and make sure it's 2. Does that make sense? Yeah. Going to number 4, write this in exponential form. Remember, this right here becomes your base, 196. This on the right side becomes your exponent. We're just doing the opposite of what we just did here, and that's equal to 14. And again, you can check with your calculator, say 196 raised to the 1/2 power, and we get 14, okay? So easily could do it with our calculator just to be sure. All right, 5 log base 7, 1/49. So what is it basically asking us to do here with number 5? What is it asking us?
How many times, or like 7 and what exponent?
Yeah, very good. 7 to what exponent is 1 over 49? Well, you know when it's a fraction that's going to have to be a what?
Negative.
Yeah, so it should be -2. So our answer here is -2. And again, that's because 7 to the -2, you kick the negative out, put what you have over under 1, and you get 1 over 49. So that's kind of the proof behind it. All right, I'll let you do number 6. Let's go to the back. So number 7, 2 to the what power is equal to 64? Well, 2 squared is 4. 2 cubed is 8. 2 to the 4th power is 16. So I would just take my calculator and just start. Well, obviously you could type this in as a log, right? Hit math, alpha math, and you could say log 2 of 64. That's the quick way, right? And obviously 2 raised to the 6th power is equal to 64. All right, so that would be 6 there. So my answer to this right here is equal to 6. Looking at 9, 7 to the what power is equal to 343? What would that be?
3.
Very good, 3. Okay, so that's 3. Vandy, I think you're in now. You good, man?
Yeah, it just kicked me out, but I'm in here now.
My bad. Okay, so that's 3 there. Looking at number 11, log base 7 of 49. What's that? 7 what?
Squared.
Squared. So that's 2. Pretty simple, right? I'll let you do 8 and 10. And then this was a pretty short chapter just due to our timing and everything. So it just has 3 sections. So now we're just back to what we were doing last night. 10 raised to the b equals 46. I want to say 10 to what power is equal to 46? This is called exponentiation. And what you must do is you must do the inverse operation of exponentiation. What's the inverse operation of exponentiation? Anybody? Anybody? This is the tree in the woods. If you want to find the exponent, it's a logarithm, right? So, a logarithm. So I say log base 10, right, of 46 is equal to b. Now we know log with the base of 10 is the same. That's what we know as the common log. So in your calculator, you can just simply type in, you can just hit the log button, say log of 46. Log of 46. And that's the same thing as if you made a base of 10 of 46. Same answer there. And that's because these two are the same thing. It's implied that it's the base 10 when it's just the common log. It says round to the nearest 10,000, so that's 1.628. Okay, over here, number 14. Stop me if you have a question. Number 14, I'd subtract 10 on both sides. 10 to the 10x is equal to 27. And then log it, right? So say log of 27 is equal to 10x. This is where I told you your calculator would definitely come in handy. So I'm going to say log of 27 and get that. That's 1.43, but I know I'm going to have to divide by 10, okay? I got to divide by 10 in order to isolate that x, so divide that answer by 10. It's just it'd be a hassle to write all that down at that log 27, then divide by 10, so we just do it all in one step, and we get 0.1431. Looking at 16, we'll just go down this left side. I'll leave the right side for you. Looking at 16, e to the x power is equal to 28.1. What, this has a base of e. What is that logarithm known as? It's known as the what?
Natural?
Yeah, natural logarithm, ln. So here we just say ln of 28.1 is equal to x. ln of 28.1 in my calculator. That's, you got to have a calculator for that. X is equal to 3.3358. Hey, who's Andrea Johnson? Is that a mom?
Andrea?
I assume it's a kid. Hello? Who's Andrea?
I have no clue.
I have no clue either. Andrea, can you speak? Andrea Johnson or the child of Andrea Johnson?
What the heck?
Hey, who's Andrea Johnson? I just need to confirm that. Can you tell me who you are?
Kenzie.
Oh, Kenzie. Okay, cool. All right, Kenzie, you had me tripping. I thought I was about to have to kick you out. Thought we had somebody in here trying to, come in here and say a bunch of crazy stuff. No, you're cool. All right, jumping down here to 18. Same thing here. E raised to the b. E is the natural log, so I say ln of 11 is equal to b. So that e right here is the same thing as doing this, guys. Log, the inverse of exponentiation is log base e of 11 is equal to b. That's how we write it. But we know that this right here is the same thing as ln. Okay? So ln of 11, 2.9, 2.3979, rounded to the nearest 10,000. All right, look at number 20. First thing we need to do, because we can't just take the log of this, is to get that -8 off of that. Cancels. E to the negative 10x is equal to, what is 92 divided by 8? 11.5. And we're just going to say ln of 11.5 is equal to -10x. So I'm going to calculate this on the left side first. So ln of 11.5 is equal to that. Now, I don't want to write that down, that big number down. So now I'm just going to, I know what I would do next is divide by -10. So I'm just going to take this number right here, which is right here on my screen. I'm just going to hit divide. It'll automatically divide the answer by -10. Negative 0.2442. Negative 0.2442. Going to the backside, you'll have 4 problems that look like this. You know, guys, the only thing you need to know is just the formulas for those. Make sure you're typing them in correctly. Molly invests $6,391 in a savings account with a fixed annual interest rate of 4% compounded 4 times per year. What will the account balance be after 4 years? So compound interest formula is this. A is equal to P times the quantity of 1 plus R over N raised to the N over T power. Okay, we put our principal amount in. So A is equal to principal, 6,391 times 1 plus the rate. Make sure you put the rate as a decimal all over how many times it's compounded, which is 4. N is how many times it's compounded, which is 4. And T is the time in years, 4. We just type it into our calculator from there. 6,391 times 1 plus alpha y equals 0.04 over 4 raised to 4 times 4. 7,493.95. Round to the nearest hundred. All right, then the last one will work is 24. I'm giving you guys the answer keys on the back of this, so feel free to go back or make sure you definitely work it out before you do. Make sure you complete it all before you turn it in. Some of you turn it in by sending it to me by email. That's cool. You can start sending those anytime. You can drop it off at the school anytime now. Either I assume you want it for your test, but tomorrow once you get done with your test, you can come by the school, turn everything in, get a final study guide, or you can just print everything offline. It'll be online as well. All right, Kristen invests $7,659 into a retirement account with a fixed annual interest rate of 6%, but it's compounded continuously. The formula for that is amount equals P, the principal, times E, R raised to the T power. So her principal is 7,659 times E, which is a number in the calculator. The rate as a decimal is 0.06 times 15 years. And I would just type that directly into my calculator. 7,659, second E. E's down there by the division bar, raised to 0.06 times 15. 18,838.10. Any questions on that? Any questions on any of the study guide? Do you want to see me work another problem or work something else out? Be more than happy to help. Anybody? that is all I have for the day. Once you guys knock that out, and then you guys are good kind of from there. Take your test tomorrow, and then next Wednesday, we have our last Zoom session of the year. Praise the Lord.
I have a question.
So do I.
Why did you stop going live?
On YouTube,
Yeah.
do you remember that day that we had a session and it was like really shaky, like
Mhm.
buffering real bad? Well, then I tried to do it for my next class, and my next class couldn't even get on there. So I don't know if it was my internet that day. I don't know if it was storming. I don't know what it was. But then, so I had to go to Zoom with them. So then they're like, "Hey, this is much better, Mr. iPod, to use this." So I was just like, "Look, if that's what you all want to do, that's cool." I didn't want to do Zoom at first just because I knew, like, I was afraid, but now you guys are kind of used to it. You got all the quirks out, people making random noises, putting dumb stuff on their screens and stuff like that. I just didn't want to I didn't want to be a distraction. You guys know I'm huge on not having distractions. So, and I think this was a place for distraction. So, but obviously with YouTube, it's just chat box. So, but I think you guys are mature enough to handle it now. So I come in at the end and use it. Yep. Taylor, did you say you had a question?
Yeah. Wait, so the final exam study guide, I have to do that still, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, not this. Okay.
I know that kind of stinks, but
Hello.
unfortunately, and the reason you do is because it is a grade assignment. Because if I don't make it graded, are they going to do it? No.
Wait,
They will
so
not.
when's that due?
That's due next Wednesday at midnight. I'll send out a thing tomorrow on that because it'll be available to pick up or print off tomorrow. So you'll have a week to do it.
But we have a Zoom next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday at 11 a.m., you'll have a Zoom over the study guide. And then it's due that night at midnight.
Okay.
It's going back all the way to August. That's another reason why I'm kind of requiring it, is just because it's good for you to kind of review that. What class are you taking next year, Taylor?
Pre-calc.
Are you really?
Same here.
I just switched it. I was going to take stats, but then you're teaching pre-calc, so I switched it.
Gotcha.
See, that's how it was with me. I was going to take trig, and then they switched to pre-calc, and I was like, I'll take a pre-calc.
Cool.
Trig sounds hard.
All right. Any other questions of me?
No.
Guys, this is almost over. It's literally the craziest year of our lives. It's about, it's kind of hard for me to think years, because in the world of you might have just saw my daughter like jump up in the background. She's over there jumping on the couch, but you might what was I saying? I can't even remember what I was saying. Hey, Vandy, you're good, right? I just saw Vandy flash up in front of me. Vandy, can you hear me? Maybe he can't. Hey, Vandy, let me know if you can hear me. But in the world of teachers, the year is not 2020, it's the school year. So like when I say, man, this year's it's been the craziest year of our life, I'm talking from August to May, because with me and my wife both being teachers, our years, we don't look at years from January to December. We look at years from August to May. So it's like, man, this year's been wild. Although it sounds like I'm saying 2020, although we have a ton of 2020 left and no telling what's to come of it. But, so I need to shave. I am getting a haircut soon. So thankfully, if you all saw my hair,
It is so long.
it
Oh
is.
my
It's super long.
gosh.
It normally is this long, but the way I brush it, it doesn't look as long. It has a little bit of volume. I haven't taken a shower in about 2 weeks, so I'm
Ew.
joking. I'm joking. Vandy, I can see you in your van. I don't know what you're trying to show me back there. What are you smuggling stuff?
They're subs.
Hey, oh, sweet. My wife wants to see that man bun.
Miss, I
My
call.
wife,
Look at it.
my wife wants to see the man bun.
Oh my God.
It's hard. Come on now.
Hey, Vandy.
Yeah.
I told this to Andy. I don't know if I told it to you. You do not have to take the final.
Oh, for real?
Tomorrow, once you take your test, you're done. Yeah.
Oh, bet.
You don't have to do the study guide or the final. You're done after tomorrow, all right? All seniors are.
That's what I'm talking about.
I figured that'd make your day better, all right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sleeping in peace tonight.
Well, you still got a test tomorrow, so. But it's a big.
Yeah.
You can use your calculator on it a lot, so.
All right.
But all right. Hey, if that's it, you guys don't have any other questions, I will see you guys. You want to wave at them, London Grace? Wave at them.
Aw. She's so cute.
All right. We will see you guys